Good afternoon, everyone. Dan with Senior E-Bike Adventures. We're going to do another quick little video here, maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes long, and we're going to talk about what seniors ought to choose when they're looking for an e-bike. Are you looking for speed? Are you looking for comfort? Are you looking for quality components? Are you looking for range on an e-bike or an e-trike? And those are some of the factors that you guys really need to consider when you're looking what to purchase. Now, most e-bikes and e-trikes will start at $750, but that's really the low end of a trike or bike. On your left. So really, to get up into the quality components on a bike or trike, you're going to probably spend anywhere between $1,300 to $2,500 is probably going to be a range for you. That's going to get you some pretty good quality components on them. Now again, if you're just looking to navigate around the neighborhood, do a stroll on the bike trail or something of that nature, and you've got balance issues, you're going to want to look at a trike. On your left. Because on a trike itself, you've got those two wheels in the back. And you're certainly going to have more stability on that trike than you are an e-bike. And most of them's got cargo areas on the front and back with baskets where you folks can go to the grocery store or to the pharmacy or just do everyday running. A trike could really replace your motor vehicle. You don't have to worry about gas, you don't have to worry about insurance, maintaining that vehicle. With the bike or trike, you can get and do the same thing and save all that money. So you're talking about, from a cost standpoint, an e-bike and a trike is going to outweigh anything as far as something you got to have license for and regulated and all that good stuff, and certainly a lot less expensive than a car is going to cost you. You can get you a good trike for $1,500 to $2,500. That even the repairs on those are going to be a lot less than it is going to be on a car. A couple e-bikes just went by me. So yeah, those are some of the things you're going to want to look at. Now, if you're going to want speed on a e-bike or trike, or maybe you want range and certainly nimbleness on a bike or trike, you're going to want to look to what I'm riding today, like an e-bike. Now, this one here is called the Varun. It's a 20-inch by 4-inch fat tire bike. It's got a 500-watt motor, 750 peak. It's got a 48-volt, 13.4 amp-hour battery that sits down in the down tube of the frame. It's got front and rear suspension. It's got 20 by 4-inch CST BFT fat tires. It's got 180 millimeter rotors. It's got hydraulic brakes. And it's got a half twist throttle that sits over here on the right side of the cockpit. So when you're talking about getting out and cruising with some speed, this is what you're going to want to look for as an e-bike. Now, this is not a step-through e-bike, but it's very easy to get my leg over it. Some of you with where you can't lift your leg up, you're going to want to look at a step-through e-bike, and there are several on the market. But yeah, and I've ridden this in now probably 12 miles, and I'll finish up with about 20 after today. And it's a great bike. And I want to thank Varun for sending this bike to me to review. They wanted me to get this review out for seniors, so I said I would. I'm not going to compare this against any other e-bike because that's not fair. I just want to review this bike on its own merits. And so far, for the price point of $1,100, it's an absolute winner. I would buy this in a heartbeat. Not because I got this bike sent to me, because it's worth it. And that's why you guys are watching these videos and reviews, so you can see what other folks are thinking that are actually riding these things. Nice gentleman let me through there. Guy's coming down through there, definitely got his flashers going on his bike. So far, I've only went down about 10% of my battery, and I've already got 11 miles in. That's pretty good. Again, I'm in pedal assist forward, doing right around 16 mile an hour, which is very comfortable speed for me. I could bump it up to 5 and get 20 mile an hour pretty easily, which I might do when I get a stretch where I can do that. Yeah, but again, let me know what you guys are riding, either a trike or a bike, or give me your thoughts on it. And I answer all my comments, so if you guys go to some channels and you just get a thumbs up or whatever, I don't think that reviewer has got you in mind at all. So yeah, if you put comments down there, I'm going to answer those comments. Now, sometimes you may not like the answer that I have about them comments, but I'm going to give them to you anyway. But as you can see, I came to a complete stop and did not have to put my feet down whatsoever on this e-bike. So I think Varun did a really good job on balancing everything on this bike. And of course, most of my weight's going to be on the seat back, the seat in back, because I got my backpack on, which is 20 pounds, and with my person, so I got 240 pounds right on the saddle. Here's these bumps that I always go over, and coming across this the first time, bike did very well across these bumps. It's climbing right over them. Not feeling any kind of jarring at all on them bumps for sure. Yeah, I've taken bikes and trikes already to the pharmacy, and haven't been to the grocery store yet. Still a little bit leery till we get a little better infrastructure on locking these bikes down. I've got a great bike lock that I have for this bike. But most grocery stores, and I use Kroger's for an example, they don't really have what they need to secure these things at a grocery store. And then again, if I'm going, I don't want to use my backpack going in that store. It looks very suspicious, and I'm certainly not going to leave my backpack on my bike. So I will probably, if I go to the grocery store, I will probably use my trike. So if you folks are thinking, what's the best to get out and do that, it's going to be a trike. You've got so much more cargo space in the front and the back. Most of them have baskets in the front and the rear, which I have done some video reviews on that as well. But again, those are some of the things. The seniors and people with disabilities, these are some of the things you have to take into consideration when you are really deciding what is best for me. And I tell everyone, if you're going to ride an e-bike or an e-trike, go see your doctor first, get his recommendations, because if you've got balance issues, you would probably not want to ride an e-bike. But an e-trike may be what you're looking for in that situation. But always see your doctor first. You know your body, but they know it as well as you do medically what you need to look for when you're riding. Excuse me. We're kind of going back the same way we came today. On your left. Yeah, we're just out leisurely riding today. This is my first impression video, not really a review video, not yet. I want to get a good feel for the bike before I really start reviewing it. Then we'll go through all the pedal assist levels, what it does, change gears on it, do a better hill climb test. I already did one on another video on this, but that was really a smaller hill than I really want to review this bike at. So yeah, we'll put it through its paces once I review it. But yeah, for the price point, $1,100, I'm going to tell you what, I've reviewed bikes $16.99 and up that don't have the components that this one's got on them. I mean, I've seen some bikes that are 20-inch that are still selling for $1,800 to $2,000, and it's been on the market 2 or 3 years. I don't understand that, but that company must be selling their share of them, or they wouldn't be pricing them at that price still. And just remember that I've seen information out there that tariffs are going to start hitting a lot of these e-bikes and a lot of other merchandise, for that matter, being shipped in from China and from overseas. That's going to have like a 20 to 25% increase on these bikes. Rad, which is your largest e-bike company out there that sells the most of them, doesn't mean they're the best biker trike, but they sell the majority as far as numbers. They already come out with a video talking about that, where they're going to be raising, they've already raised it on their website, where most of their bikes have already gone back up $200 to cover the cost of that tariff. So if you're going to go out and buy an e-bike or an e-trike right now, this may be your best time. And again, I'll have information down in my description box, a link to these bikes. And remember, if you buy an e-bike or a trike off my channel, I will send you, in the lower 48 states, I will send you a free bike accessory to say and thank you for ordering off of my channel. It helps the channel. I don't make a lot of money on it. Some of these, like this one, I don't make any commission on it. But they did send me the bike, so sure, I'm going to review it and do the best I can to give it my best input, what I think about that bike or trike. We've come 13 miles so far, and we're still only down about 15% of my battery. Turn my little left turn signal on here. You can see them from the back, but you can't from the front. Great turn signals. And if you guys want to see that, I'll put a link down in the description box for that as well. This little building up here on the right is going to be my 2.5 mile marker for my into my destination that I'm going. As you can see, they painted all the building. Different colors, which is kind of cool. I don't know if the storage unit place did that, or if somebody painted the whole thing. I mean, you never know what some of that graffiti meant. And it could have been very sensitive to certain people, so that could be why that some of the graffiti come off as well. Along with this senior video, I call it, let's talk about what you should be carrying on your ride. Now, there are so many things that you can do to carry. That you've got backpacks you can do. You've got if you got a rack on your bike, you can put a bike bag on the back of it to carry a few things. I just find it easier to carry, unless I'm on my trike, and I'll carry sometimes my backpack in the back of my trike, and I can just put all kinds of stuff in there. I carry first aid equipment, tire repair. I've got tools to take the valve stem out if I want to, say, put in flat out, if I have a flat tire, and then pump it back up. I've got an electric battery operated bike pump in my bag. Again, I've got first aid equipment. I've got bike tools. Just anything that I think I need to carry on that ride, especially if I'm going to get out and do a 30-mile ride, or sometime this spring or summer I'm going to go and do a 100-mile ride on my Anioki AQ177, which is my 60 amp hour bike. That'll get me 100 miles. I've already done that in 3 different segments, but I want to do that on one video. So be looking forward for that one. But yeah, you got to make sure that you're ready once you get out. If you can carry like a master link for a chain if it breaks on you. Now, one good thing about a rear hub motor, that if you break a chain, you're still going to get home. Excuse me. If it's got a throttle, you can just throttle that bike home if you're not too far away, and you got the battery capacity to do that. But for the most part, you got to make sure that you're prepared. There's nothing worse than getting out 20, 30 miles away from home and have a flat tire and you don't have any spare tools with you whatsoever. And I've seen that happen many, many times to people. So you got to make sure you're ready to repair anything you can on your bike that'll get you back to where you need to go. Yeah, this bike has got a slight delay in the throttle. We'll go and bump it up to pedal assist 5 here. That breeze sure feels good at 20 mile an hour or whatever we're doing. 20 mile an hour is where it maxes out, I believe. Because I feel the motor cutting off at 20 miles per hour. This little tree was not here earlier. This is new. So either somebody put that on the trail or it fell. I'm not sure which. But you're never too old to ride an e-bike or an e-trike. I'm convinced of that. I know some people in some of the Facebook groups that I am on, like Moon Cool and some other ones, that I've had people come on there, it's 95 years old out riding a trike. Good for them. You got to keep your body in motion at all times, except when you're sleeping, of course. Well, yeah, you just sit here in this heat, you're going to feel it. It feels like it's 90 degrees out here right now. But yeah, once you get to moving, you don't feel it. Let's talk about bike height. Sitting on that saddle, where you should be. For the most part on an e-bike, it really doesn't matter. But if you really want to pedal and get some exercise in, you're always going to want just a slight crook in your knee when you're sitting on that saddle. And you want to try to keep your feet as centered as you can on the pedals. But if you want to get the best exercise on pedaling, if you're down at a lower pedal assist level, like 1 or 2, a lot of people say it's more comfortable for them to put the ball of their feet, which is on the front side of the foot, on the center of the pedal. They say that seems to be more comfortable, and they feel the most resistance when you're riding. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else you guys that I haven't thought of that you guys want to know. I'll be stopping the video up here at the end of the bike trail, and that'll be the end of today's ride. But yeah, share your thoughts with me, folks. That helps my channel and the algorithms and pushes the video out to other people. So yeah, I hope the videos aren't too long for you folks. Some of them are 20, 25 minutes. I get that, but a lot of my subscribers like watching these long videos. So yeah, let me know. Put it down in the comment section. and share, subscribe, and like, and hit that bell notification. And I will see you guys on the next video.